Hi, this is Jack Miller at Gelt Financial. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to list for you today my top 11 reasons to be in the mortgage business, whether you're a mortgage broker or a mortgage banker, whether you do residential or commercial. I think my reasons cross over. I've been in the business for 35, believe it or not, 35 years already. You can see the gray. It's here and the lack of hair. That shows it. But no, it's been fantastic for me, and I wanted to give you my top 11 reasons. So let's jump right into them and tell me if you agree. For me, a big benefit, number 11, was no formal schooling or education needed. You don't need any specific degree, any specific education. You can jump into it without any college degree or any education. I'm still dyslexic, and going to college was out of the question. So for people who don't want to go to college, or maybe you do and you don't, I know plenty of people who have lawyers who pass the bar in the mortgage business and they do good. But a big reason for me was no formal education, no formal training. You need a lot of training, you need a lot of education, but you can learn it on the job. So number 11 was no formal education or skills needed. But again, you need a lot of skills. Number 10, which could be number 1 as well. All of these are intertwined. I had a hard time figuring out what the numbers, but there's always business out there. Again, I've experienced when I started, rates were 15 3/4. Now rates are in the 2s and 3s. There's always business. It's a big country. You can finance it. There's always people who need capital or want capital and need the financing. So it's never slow. Yes, certain times are slower and certain times are busier, but you can always do deals. There's never a shortage of people who want your services. In fact, some days you come home and say, oh, things are slow. And I say, you telling me you can't find someone who wants to borrow money? There's millions of people who always want to borrow money. So you're always in need. Your services are always needed. It's a never-ending stream of customers who need financing. You can help them get it. Number 9, it's always challenging. Things are not easy. If they seem easy, you're not hearing the picture. There's always challenging things that happen, and things are always changing in the business. So the challenge to me, I don't look at it as a negative. I look at it as a tremendous positive why I like the business, because when you can find a challenge and you can overcome that challenge, and the challenge may be on a specific deal or a specific borrower, or it may be an industry-wide challenge because things are always changing. But number 9 to me is there's always challenges in being in the mortgage business, really in life and anything. Number 8, high income potential. You can make whatever you want to make. No one is putting a limit on what you make. It comes down to what your goals are, what your desires are, and what your appetite is, how smart and hard you work. But there's no limit on your potential earning. So if you want to make $50,000 a year, you can make $50,000 a year. If you want to make $350,000 a year, you can make $350,000 a year. Or you can make more, or you can make less. The reality is, a lot of people don't make it in the mortgage business, but the potential is there, and there's nothing that's going to hold you back except what's in your head here. That's the biggest limitation, is what's in your mind and how you set out your earning power. If you come into this and say, I want to earn 100,000 or 200,000 or whatever it may be, you'll earn it. If you say you want to earn 30,000, you'll earn that. No limitation on earning potential. It has to do with how hard and how smart you work. Number 7, you control your earning potential. There's not a big company or a big boss or someone who sets a limit. So it's sort of really, my 7 and 8 are sort of together. There's high earning potential, and number 7 is you control the potential. Nobody controls it but you. Yes, there are certain limits. You have to file certain guidelines and certain things that set how much you make on a deal, but nobody's going to control what you want to do. It's up to you. You're going to fail or you're going to succeed based on your ability and your skills and your dedication and your hard work. So number 7 is you control your own earning potential. That's a fantastic thing. You know, throughout human history, we haven't had freedoms that much, or there's been limitations on our freedoms. But in the mortgage business, whether you're a broker or a banker, residential, commercial, there's no limit, and it's all controlled by you. Number 6, Things are always changing. You have to reinvent yourself all the time. My company, Gelt Financial, started in 1989. At this point, we're about 32 years old, give or take. But you could say we're 32 years old, but you can also say that every 3 to 5 years we've had to change. So you're always reinventing yourself. You're always learning. You know, I never thought years ago that, for example, I would know what PPC is, pay-per-click marketing, or all the keywords, search engine SEO, search engine optimization. But today, marketing and internet marketing is a part of the business. You have to know as much about that as you do what qualifies someone for a mortgage. So you're always reinventing yourself, you're always changing, and those who don't wind up going out of the business. And the reality is there's not a lot of people who've been in the business 10, 15, 20 years, because what happens is every time there's a major gyration in the market, whether the economy or whatever, they don't reinvent themselves, they leave the business. And that's fine for them. But to me, a big positive is you're always changing and you're always learning and you're always reinventing yourself. My number 5, which really could be number 1, and it's one of the most rewarding things to me, is you're helping people meet their goals and their needs. I can't tell you how warm it is to get positive feedback from borrowers. And at this point, because we've been in business so long, we get something almost every day of the week, or you read something online. Gelt Financial or Jack Miller or one of the people here helped me get a loan 10 years ago when no one would lend me money. I got my first investment financing through Gelt. They helped me. We got an email the other day, somewhat out of the blue, but we turned them down. But when we turned them down, we told them, just because we can't do it, don't be discouraged. Go out there and get it done. And they got it done through somebody else, and they made money on an investment property. So we impact and we help people. And that's a tremendous, tremendous feeling, to be able to lift somebody up and help them. We bring in light to people's lives through providing them the capital they want or they need at a time when they want it or need it. So helping people is a tremendous benefit. That's my number 5, but it could be number 1 as well. It's hard to put them in order. For me, it was. Anyway, number 4, you create your own schedule. You create your own schedule. It's not a 9-to-5 job. Some people do it. I know a guy who does it. He has a full-time job, and he does it from 4 to 8 or 9 at night. He does very well. You create your own schedule. No one is telling you what to do and when to do it. I know for me, sometimes Saturday evenings or Sunday evenings are very effective for me. You create your own schedule. You can do it whenever you want. If you have kids in school, you want to pick them up, you want to go see them in a play, you want to take a day off, you want to learn karate during the day or a foreign language or whatever your hobby is, you can do it because you create your own schedule. Number 3 is you are your own boss. Even if you work for a company, you're still your own boss. When you're the breadwinner and you bring in the bacon and you're the rainmaker, ultimately the rainmaker makes the rules. So if you're the rainmaker and you bring in deals, you create your own boss. You don't have to answer to anyone except for yourself. Some people view that as a negative, but for me, it was always a positive because I'm motivated. I love what I do. I wake up every morning. As soon as my eyes open up, I can't wait to get out of bed and get to work and start being productive today. So you don't have to answer to anyone. You make your own boss. Number 2 is freedom. You have the freedom in life to do whatever you want to do, whether you want to go on vacation or want to take time off, or again, whatever your personality is, like sporting events, you have the freedom to do it within the mortgage business. So very few other professions give you the same freedom that you want. You could work 2 minutes a day and be as successful as someone who works 10 hours a day. Work smart and you will be successful because you have that freedom that you need. Number 1, which is sort of the freedom, you control your own destiny. Nobody else controls it. Yes, the economy changes. What worked a year ago doesn't work now. I'm making this in the middle of the hopefully it's in the middle of the COVID. We're making this in June. Things have changed. Things are always changing. You have to go with the flow, but it's up to you. The person looking at this and the person who is watching this, you control your own destiny. And that is a tremendous, tremendous bonus to me. I can do anything I want. I can spend my time on hobbies or with family or other things that interest me. Very few careers afford this. So they're my top 11 reasons to be in the mortgage business, whether you're a mortgage broker, a mortgage banker, residential, commercial. 11 great reasons. It's been a fantastic career for me. I've been doing it for 30-something years. I still feel I have another I think I have another 60 years ahead of me. I'll keep going until I drop. I love it. It's challenging. It's hard. Most people don't make it, but it gives you things that very few other careers give you. God bless you. I hope you have a great day, and I wish you a lot of success with whatever you're doing. And remember, check us out. We're commercial lenders. GeltFinancial.com. If we can do anything for you, call us anytime. And when your bank says no, we say yes. Have a great day, and I hope you like my 11 reasons to be in the mortgage business.